From Seattle. He's a senior research fellow at the Center for Islam and Global Affairs at Istanbul Sabahattin Zaim University. Great to have you here with us on TRT World. It's mind-boggling, isn't it? About 2 weeks ago, Israel had a golden opportunity to reach a ceasefire agreement with the Hamas. Hamas had accepted that deal. Israel rejected it. I want to understand why Israel is trying to revive ceasefire talks now, 2 weeks into it. What would you like to say about the timing?
Well, certain things have taken place since then. The first thing is that the International Court of Justice has made it clear that Israel needs to leave Rafah. This is the first time that we actually see an international institution using language that is not open for interpretation whatsoever. So that creates a precedent and creates a dilemma, not just for Israel, but also for the United States. The second thing, the tension that's been going on between Egypt and Israel, where the Israelis, media officials and others have been blaming Egypt supposedly for being responsible for the shutting down of the Rafah crossing, despite the fact that it's the Israelis who have actually taken over the Rafah crossing and violated the agreements between Israel, Egypt, and the Palestinian Authority. But something else that's equally important has been taking place, and that is the kind of the bubbling revolution that is happening within Israeli society. More and more Israeli politicians, more and more Israeli officials, media people, generals, the Israeli public is rising in tandem as well, realizing that they have reached the unavoidable conclusion that the military solution is not going to end the war in Gaza in favor of Israel, and will definitely not free a single Israeli captive, whether military or civilian, who is being held in Gaza. And of course, what happened just right now, the capturing of Israeli soldiers by Al-Qassam, I think in many ways it is really game over. And I think the nature of the conversation in Israel is going to change starting tomorrow.
Right, and as I understand, the new ceasefire negotiations, so they are based on a draft which was agreed in Paris. Like I said, 2 weeks ago, there was an agreement that was agreed upon by Hamas. Israel rejected it. I wonder, how is this new agreement different from the one that took place 2 weeks ago?
Well, it seems that the U.S. is operating in a very strange, kind of bizarre world where the kind of, they were the ones who actually helped create the agreement that Hamas had accepted all these days ago. And yet they are the ones who is actually trying to revive that agreement or revise the agreement to please Israel. So the Americans don't even seem to have a very clear political strategy regarding what they want in Gaza. And Hamas, Osama Hamdan, made it very clear today, the top official of Hamas in Lebanon, he said, nobody consulted with us. Nothing is going to change as far as we are concerned. We have already accepted, give our positive response to the agreement, so we can't enter into yet new negotiation just because the CIA, Mr. Burns, or any others is trying to revive negotiations that should have been settled by now. Again, I think what happened today is going to harden the Hamas position, that we have absolutely nothing to talk about. This is the rational thing to do, and this is what I expect that they are going to be doing tomorrow.
Ramzy, Baroud, always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World.